Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco, and Marvel Snap just introduced Lady Deathstrike into the game. Now, this is a card I was initially excited for because I think she does have a unique and interesting effect. However, many people are really struggling to find where she fits, and I'm still kind of holding out hope that maybe like the newly buffed Forge could help her out, possibly X-23 could help her out, or maybe she could find a home in Cerebro 3. But, you know, maybe she just doesn't find a place and she's not that much of a seen card. However, that being said, I still wanted to show some variants that I think would be super awesome if added to the game. Again, these are not variants that are data mined or anything like that. These are ones that I picked out and photoshopped myself, obviously using art from other artists, and I think they would be sick additions. So let's go ahead and show you what I got. Up first, I have a Bianchi variant. The art is taken from a variant cover of New Mutants 34. This is a pretty cool cover. I will say, going through and picking awesome art of Lady Deathstrike was a bit of a challenge. She's not a super popular character that has a ton of, especially not really any cover appearances and stuff like that. She is a little bit more obscure and was hard to pick out some cool ones. But when I saw this one, which is one I hadn't previously seen before, I was like, this one's really sick, and I think would make an awesome Snap variant. And like I said, I was struggling to find some good comic covers and art of Lady Deathstrike, but it did get me to thinking. In comics, there's a thing they usually call either a photo variant or a TV variant or movie variant or something like that, where it will be photos of the actors and maybe like promotional imaging or something like that, and they'll use that. So I was like, you know what, I think that would be something pretty cool to add into the game as well. So here I have a photo variant of actress Kelly Hu from X-Men 2, X-Men United, and you know, I think that this is a very fun variant. I enjoyed her in the movie. Not exactly the most accurate depiction of Lady Deathstrike, but you know, a lot of the X-Men in those movies weren't really accurate anyway. But I do think this would be a very cool variant. I love all her claws flying around, and I think this would be a pretty sweet one. I definitely will be doing more of these photo variants moving forward. Again, I have a lot more. These next week is going to be X-23. I already have those ready to go. It was hard to pick exactly which X-23 ones I wanted to do, because that's a character that does have a lot of amazing variants. So I'm very excited for that one to come out. And for the final one, I have a Momoko variant. I'm a huge Momoko fan, and when I saw this, I was like, wow, what an absolutely amazing piece. However, I struggled to figure out where this art came from. It could just possibly be a sketch or something like that, or maybe a commission piece. I'm not entirely sure. If you have any information about it, I would love to know. If you could just leave me a comment. I do, in these videos, I do want to try to, you know, show, especially if it's cover art or something, you know, I want to give that information to let people know where stuff comes from. However, I couldn't figure this one out, like I said, but it's just so cool. Like, I had to include it. This is a really, really nice looking piece, and to me, easily the best of all the variants I was able to put together for this week. Again, next week will be X-23. This one's a little late this week. I had eye surgery last week, and I know I was kind of radio silent on the channel there for a minute, but I just had a lot going on, and I'm still struggling and healing and dealing with all that, but I'm very excited to still make these videos. I've just had to kind of wait until I was able to make it, even though, like I said, it is still a little bit difficult to make these happen now. But yeah, I'd love to know which of these three variants you would love to see most added into the game. Maybe it's one in particular, maybe it's all three of them, or maybe there's another art piece that I didn't pick for this list that you would really like to see added. Again, none of these were picked out from the data mined variants or anything like that. These are just three that I went and photoshopped myself. So I would appreciate if you left a like. If you'd like to see more content like this, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, you know, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I will be trying to do more of this type of videos. However, for the next probably couple of weeks or so, the content might be a little bit slower, again, as I am recovering from my surgery. Thank you so much for watching the video, though, and I will see you next time.